Hi, this is Richard Quack here, coming to you live from Malaysia. I would like to welcome you to my weekly live video. And in today's session, I would like to talk about personal development. And the topic is, are you suffering from excusitis? All right. Are you suffering from excusitis? I'm sure many of you have not heard of the term excusitis, but basically, it is about people giving excuses all the time, which is very normal, right? Now, if you read the book, The Magic of Thinking Big, all right, The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz, all right, he spoke about excusitis, all right. He said that this is a disease which is very normal in the world, whereby a large percentage of the people, of the population, suffer from this disease called excusitis. It is a very deadly disease because if you suffer from this, then you are doomed to failure. All right, you are doomed to failure because excusitis is a very deadly disease. So if you want to be successful, you got to get rid of this disease called excusitis. All right. Now, basically, it's about giving excuses. All right, giving excuses is a habit. You realize that giving excuses is a habit because over the years you have been giving excuses all the time, and today it becomes a habit that is ingrained into your life. All right. Now, it is a habit due to certain factor. All right. It is a habit due to certain factor. Number one, it is because of doubt. When you have a lot of doubt, then you give excuses. All right. I mean, most people have doubt in their mind. That is why they give a lot of excuse. The other factor is they have a lot of fear. When you have a lot of fear, then you don't fear, you don't want to do the things that you fear, so you give a lot of excuses. Okay. The other thing, of course, is a matter of habit. We are all creatures of habit. So when you start giving excuses, it becomes a habit which is stuck with you. All right. So it's a habit. A habit is something that is very difficult to change. Okay. Now, the other thing is that when you give excuse, it shows that you are not in control of your life. If you are control of your life, then you will not give excuses because you are responsible for what happened in your life. But people who are not in control of their life, they tend to give a lot of excuses. All right. The other thing is that, people give excuses because they don't have clarity in their mind. They have a blurred thinking. They don't think properly. So when they don't have thinking that is clear, then they tend to give excuses most of the time. Because if you have a clear thinking, then you know that you are in charge of your life. You are the captain of your own ship. Then nobody is to be blamed, right? Nobody is to be blamed. You must be in control of your life. So if you don't have clarity in your mind and you don't have control of your life, then you tend to give a lot of excuses, okay? Now, to my opinion, giving excuses is actually finding reason to fail. When you give excuses, that means you are giving reason to fail. All right? And the other thing that is important is that people who give excuses are actually losers because they are not going to succeed in life. Because if you keep on giving excuses after excuses, then you're not going to take action. All right? And basically, this is why, people who give excuses are, I call losers. All right? So I hope that you are not one of these people. Now, the good news is that if you have the habit of giving excuses, then you can always change. All right? You can always change. Remember that. You can change. Everything can be changed. Okay? Now, look at successful people. All the successful people, they take control of their life and they do not give excuses or blame other people because they know they are in control of their life. So they are responsible for what happened, the outcome, the result in their life, and they don't blame other people. All right. So in my opinion, basically, you see, look at successful people. That's the most important thing. Okay. Now, people who are not successful, they keep on giving excuses. You know what excuses? What are the common excuses? Let me tell you some of the common excuses. They blame other people. Are you with me? They always point finger at other people. They complain and they blame other people. The other thing, they even blame the weather. Are you with me? They blame the weather if they're late for a meeting, if something happened, then they blame the weather. So basically, they give excuses about the weather. And of course, the favorite one is traffic. They blame the traffic. Oh, the traffic is very heavy. There's a traffic jam. That is why, I'm late and so on. So basically they use the traffic as an excuse as well. Well, of course, the other thing is the government, okay? They blame the authorities and so on. And they blame their spouse as well. Okay, they blame their spouse as well for whatever happened in their life. They don't take responsibility, so they give excuses. They blame their spouse. All right, and the sad part is that they also blame the creator. They even blame God for that matter. So what excuse can you give? All right, and most of all, they blame the circumstances in their life. Maybe they blame that, they come from a very poor family, the parents didn't give them a good education and so on. So they blame all sort of things. But the truth is that, you are responsible. You are the captain of your own ship. You got to take control. So excuses are for those people who have got no control of their life. And let me tell you, it is guaranteed that they're going to fail. Because when you give excuses, you are giving excuses to fail. That's the reason. All right. So in conclusion, I would say that, if you want to be successful, you got to take responsibility and be in control of your own life. All right. Remember, it is your own life. So you got to take responsibility for it and don't blame other people. Because when you blame other people, you blame circumstances, you blame everything, then you are giving a lot of excuses. Okay. So do you agree with me that, excusitis is a very deadly disease? If you have it, the good news is that you got to change. You can change. All right, you got to change, but it takes effort. It takes what's called conscious effort and willpower to be able to change. Okay, so that's all my sharing for today. I hope you learned something here. All right, the topic is: are you suffering from excusitis? And if you have not read the book, please go and get this book, The Magic of Thinking Big. It is a very good book. It's not about excusitis, but of course, it's about Thinking Big as well. The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. Okay. Now, giving excuses is a habit, all right, due to certain factors like doubt, fear, and so on. Okay. And to my opinion, honestly, when you give excuses, you're looking for reasons to fail. And people who give excuses are totally losers. That's all. Okay. Look at successful people. They don't give excuses whatsoever. They are in control, and they will take the responsibility if things don't go according to what they like or what they want. Okay. And excuses can be about weather, other people, and so on. Okay. So in conclusion, if you want to succeed, get rid of the habit of giving excuses and take responsibility of your own life. Is that it? All right. So I'm sure everyone here wants to be able to change their life, wants to be more successful. And one of the habits is stop giving excuses. From today onward, stop giving excuses and take into control, because it is your own decision. Don't blame other people. You are the person to be blamed, so take full responsibility. So that's all my sharing for today. I hope that you learned something. If you like what you hear and see, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment. I appreciate you very much for your time here. So that's all the sharing for today. I will see you again on Friday for another session of my live video. So this is Richard Quack from Malaysia, wishing you good night and goodbye.